After signing free trade agreements with Australia and UAE, India has signed a historic trade agreement with the EFTA region, the European Free Trade Association. Joining us is a woman who literally drove the negotiations from the side of Norway, Switzerland, Iceland and Liechtenstein. We have with us the State Secretary for Trade for Switzerland, Ellen Budliger. Ellen Budliger, thank you very much for joining us. We've been told that you literally drove these negotiations and made sure they reach a historical conclusion. Let me begin by asking you about the specifics. How many products from the Indian side will get duty-free access to the EFTA region?
So first of all, it's always a team effort. I might have been, at one point the driving force, but you cannot conclude a free trade agreement without having a team. The chief negotiator was from Switzerland, but then I've also had great support from the other ministers. So it's been really a team effort. Secondly, Switzerland has agreed to lower 99% of tariffs of what currently is being traded between India and Switzerland. So let me sum it up. Switzerland is truly open for Indian goods to come into our country.
All right. And in terms of Switzerland and the EFTA region getting access to Indian markets, what are the sectors you get duty-free access to or greater market access to?
So we have quite a diverse profile between the four of us. Let me just explain to Switzerland. We have, as I said, diverse trading relationships. We're very excited on what we've gotten on machinery, high precision tools, textile machinery, but we're also very pleased that India eliminated tariffs on watches. I've been asked, chocolate has also been eliminated. So it's really a long catalogue of tariffs. Overall, India has given us roughly 95% of tariff reductions or partial tariff reductions. And I also have to say it's going to be over time. It can take up to 10 years until you then actually reach zero tariff.
To speak to you about Swiss chocolates and also Swiss watches, give us a sense of some of these most popular products that Switzerland is known for. To what extent will they become cheaper as they enter the India market, and at what rate will tariffs go down on these?
Yes, so it's really tariff line per tariff line, but we noticed that India has an average of 20% on tariffs. So I can't now tell you if this is watches or chocolate, but overall, Swiss companies still had to pay quite a lot of tariffs. 20% in average, that's high. And then some will be, at zero right away. That's the minority. And then some, it will take up to 10 years until they are at zero. But I understand that you are excited about the watches and the chocolate, but we are actually excited more about the machinery, about the precision tools, about these things, because these are truly important industrial producers, manufacturers in Switzerland. They're high-tech, they're highly innovative, and they have that investment power, which is India also looking for. So I get the excitement on chocolate, but if I look overall, those are really the important sectors for us.
Right. Now, in terms of unlocking FDI opportunities and Make in India opportunities, give us a sense of how this is going to open up investments in India. How many more companies could possibly set up shop in India as a result of this FTA now?
Needs to be many, because we pledged $100 billion extra investment for EFTA countries in 15 years. So it can be not just a few companies, because the number is quite ambitious. And we've also pledged to generate 1 million jobs. Now I have to say Switzerland is a truly bottom-up country, so it won't be me deciding who is going to come and when and how. It's really up to the Swiss private sector. But before I, of course, together with my EFTA colleagues, did the pledge, I consulted the Swiss private sector. We held extensive conversations with different sectors, with different business associations, and what I could really feel is this massive interest for India. It's India's moment, it's India's century, and if India does everything right, we want to be a strategic partner of India in your goals to add, I'm told by Minister Goyal, 30 trillion to your GDP in 30 years. So what an amazing story. And I think we've come at the right time to be a partner to India.
Is it a binding agreement in terms of $100 billion investment, 1 million jobs from India, or is it an objective?
No, it has a legal binding aspect in it because it's connected to the market access. So should EFTA not reach this pledge within 15 years, after a grace period and a review period, India could then unilaterally, partially or temporarily take away market access again.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of News Center. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.